the dyes that are existing there, you know, you can't change it. They will just contribute into the final result. So let's say you color it red and you put a natural color over it, it's going to look like a natural red brown or natural red blonde. So in order to remove that red color permanently, you gotta have to use a color remover like the Pravana one that I have right here to completely pull out all those dyes, and then you can go in with your final color. And to me, I'd rather do that because it's quality, you know, that your client is getting versus, you know, let me just cover up the red with a brown, because you're not going to get a true color that they want. So in the long run, just removing it, starting all over, you're getting a fresh start, a clean canvas, and more of a true result. Plus, a hair color remover will not affect the natural parts. Like if you have a 6-inch regrowth, it's not going to affect that 6-inch virgin hair. It will only affect everything below, which has been colored, you know, dark brown or red or whatever. So you have a clean canvas to work on, so you get to start fresh and, you know, do the color correction from there. So with that being said, like I said, it will only remove oxidative dyes. Oxidative dyes meaning, you know, colors like these. Okay, here I have Redken Color Fusion Permanent Color, which is an oxidative dye because it takes 20, 10, 30 volume to mix with it for those dye molecules to develop. So those are considered oxidative dyes. Here's also Schwarzkopf. There you go. So this is also considered an oxidative dyes. What it will not remove is stuff like this. It will not remove Goldwell Illumin. It will not remove Pravana Pink, Green, Orange. Okay, these are considered direct dyes. You know, it will not remove Ion Color Brilliance. Okay, so always think about those things and be realistic. So the difference between oxidative and direct dyes. Okay, you can't remove fashion colors with it. So those are the type of, that's a different color correction video that we'll save for later. But today we're going to talk about how to remove oxidative dyes. Now, you know, sometimes in permanent color categories there are additives. Here's High Fusion. This is considered an additive or a standalone color. So let's say you mix High Fusion with the permanent color. This contains direct dyes in it. Therefore, you have a combination of oxidative and direct dyes together. They couple together, so you can have layers of different types of dye molecules. In that situation, when you do a color removal process using the color remover product, you are only removing the oxidative, so it'll still remain. You'll see some pinkish cast that may still be there, and those type of things you have to be realistic with your clients. Let them know there may be a pink cast or a red cast to their hair because of that. So that's a different situation. So always know what you use on your client history, and that's what I always set realistic expectations. So today I'm also going to go over a few products that have hair color removers. Okay, I have used the Kenra color corrector and I love it. It's tiny, it's in this little cute box, and it has what you need. You mix it together, you put it on your head, and, you know, let it process, and then you'll see the color, you know, the artificial dyes removed. In some cases, sometimes you have to do it more than once. Sometimes I have to do it like 2 or sometimes three times, because if you're trying to remove black, like a level 1 or level 2 hair color, it will not come out all the way. So you have to repeat the steps again, okay? So I'm also going to talk about the Jerry Redding Color Fix, and this one you can actually get at Sally's. So sometimes when I'm desperate and I need to run to the store and get something for emergency, this works, and I love it too. And it has you know, the 2-step process that you mix together as well. But what I also like about this is that it also has the processing lotion, which is the last step you apply, which lets it oxidizes your hair. So if there's any dyes that remain within the hair, it re-oxidizes in form and reverts back to dark. If it does that, that means you have to redo the process again, because not all of the dyes has been removed. So hence, that's why sometimes you blow dry the hair, you think it's all removed, and then you put the final color over it. Like let's say you decide to do a level 6N. What happens, it looks like a 4N or a 3N, because those old dyes are still in the hair, and it re-oxidize and join and couple together with the level 6. So you have a level 6 with the old dyes, which could be a level 1, 2, or 3 that you have used previously. It joins together, re-oxidized, because you mix it with the peroxide. So, and sometimes what I notice is sometimes I do color correction on myself. I've used it on myself, and I remove the color and decide, oh, it's all orange now, so I'll just wait till the next day to color my hair. What I realize is if I don't do the processing lotion, which is the oxidizer, The next morning I wake up, my hair looks slightly dark again because, you know, just life. There's oxygen in the air and those dyes reform and it gets dark. So that's the reality of it. So just always know that and be aware. So sometimes you need to turn to lightener or bleach or whatever to remove the excess dark dyes. So know what color removal can do for you and know what it can't do for you. So it's definitely a weapon I like to use in my arsenal, you know, because you gotta have it because it does wonders when you're removing like level 6 reds, mahoganies, or copper, because you can't just cover over it. You can't just put like a 7, you know, ash or a 6 ash and hope that you'll cover up that level 6 mahogany color or level 5 mahogany, because those dyes are still there and you're gonna get hot roots. So that's why I like to use these color removers to remove their history so you can start over. So today I'm actually gonna use Pravana color extractor, and why I like this is that it's huge. It comes with these large bottles that you mix together. I like that because I have a lot of clients with long hair, and also if I don't finish, if I don't use it all, I can still have it there to use it later on in the future because it is pretty big. I like that. It also comes with a clarifying shampoo, and the clarifying shampoo is very important. The one that comes with Pravana is sulfate free, so you have to really clarify the hair to remove the excess dyes that are still in the hair. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started now so you get to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I already clarified my hair, so I'm gonna mix part 1 in here. Okay, so let's start with mixing part 1 into the bowl, like this. There you go, you can see it coming through. See that? My hair is short. I'm using it on myself, by the way. Now keep in mind, my hair is naturally a level 3, 4 is 4 in the front and 3 in the back. It looks darker on camera, but you know, it's actually a lot lighter. Oops, I dropped some things. Oh well. Okay, so I have used level 6, 6-32 by Schwarzkopf in it in the past, and it actually just looks like a 4. So it makes my whole head looks like a level 4. It's faded some, so it's gotten a little bit brassy, but I want to go lighter because I'm doing a photo shoot in New York this weekend. Okay, so this is part 2. I'm gonna mix part 2 into the bowl equally, okay, like so. I can see it, and that'll be perfect. So what I do is I just mix it together, like so, and then I'm just gonna apply it on my head immediately, okay? Because I want my hair to look slightly lighter on camera, like a level 7 or 6, because on camera it still looks like a 5 or 4 because it's an ash color, and I want my hair to show up on camera because a lot of the times the reality of the situation is that my hair just ends up looking black on camera, and since I'm doing headshots, I want to look, you know, the part. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this on my head now. Alright, so I just got done mixing and I'm gonna apply it now. Okay. And I'm just gonna apply as fast as I can because you want to mix it immediately. I mean, you want to apply it immediately after you mix it because that's when it works the best. So I can see through the camera here, so don't make fun of me. I'm trying to get this on the camera because I'm filming it by myself. And basically you just get it on quick. You know, there is no strategic placement unless you're doing like, you know, a specific spot correction. So I just apply it like that, and you will see within minutes, you can see the color come out. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I just want to remove these old dyes so I could just go a couple levels lighter. You know what I'm saying? So now when you use your final color result, sometimes it can go a lot darker. So be aware of that because your history plays a role. So what you see right now is what you're getting, because I'm doing this all raw and live. There's no editing, no nothing, because part of my hair education is just letting you guys see what happens. It's not about me being like I'm a know-it-all or anything like that. It's about me just kind of sharing with you guys what I do know, and I hope that I can help you guys, especially the ones of you guys who are still in beauty school and still, you know, or maybe you guys never used color removers before, but this will give you an idea of what it will do. I think it's very important because it's all about expanding your knowledge and kind of knowing what's out there. I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, we're always still learning, but what I do know is that I've been using color removers for a long time, so I know when to use it. So I hope you guys learned a lot from what I do. Most of my hair is still kind of virgin on the side, but there's still like little bits there, so I'm just gonna put there just in case. Let's see here. So you will start seeing it. Let me make sure I get that in there. I don't want to miss any spots. Woo. Anyhow, if you guys have any further questions, like hopefully I answer everything I can in this video, but if you have any further questions, make sure you leave it in the comment box below. You know, so that way, because I do read them, and I try to make videos to answer questions for you guys who are still learning. So this is pretty easy. I mean, look at that. I literally apply it through my whole head, like in less than, I don't know, a minute or two. So what I want to do is put a bag over it. So, and you know, if you're doing it at home, you can actually just put some heat to it, like a diffuser and a blow dryer to make it process faster and remove all the excess. But in the salon situation, I just sit under the hooded dryer, and this just sits on for about 20 minutes. Okay, and if it doesn't come out all the way, just do it again, seriously, because it will come out. Sometimes if you had a level 1 black dye, most likely this will not come out, but who knows, miracles happen. I've seen it happen before, and it will come out. But if it doesn't, sometimes this is the first step I take, so you get to remove as much as possible, then go back in with a lightener if necessary. Let me see if I can, I'm trying to feel if I got the back there. Woo! Okay, I think I got it all. Now, when I rinse this out and shampoo, I am going to shampoo it with the, where is it, the clarifier shampoo that it comes with, because you do need to follow directions. I'm all about following directions. So after I do that, I'm going to mix, I'm just going to get a 10 volume and apply over it, because the 10 volume helps oxidize the hair and neutralize, and just make sure that if those dyes reform, then I just have to go do it again. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but it's so worth it. And I can see that it's like, look, it's getting a little lighter. Can you guys see that? It's already removing those old dyes, so you kind of get to see the underlying pigment come out. But look how it's not affecting my natural regrowth. It's all still there. So you can literally slap this all over, but it does not affect that, nor does it affect the virgin hair here. See that? I mean, I could just see on the lens here. So you can see all that getting a little bit lighter and orangier, but I'm gonna put a bag over it now! So, I have the bag on my head now, don't make fun of me. But just in case I didn't say it earlier, what hair color remover does, it shrinks these oxidative dyes, like shrinks them, and the excess kind of falls out of the cuticle layer. It just kind of comes out as you shampoo it and stuff like that. So it shrinks, so you think it disappears, but sometimes it's still in the hair. So that's why if it reforms, then it's like, oh my gosh, you know, that's when you do your 10 volume overlay on it just to see if it, reforms. If it does reform, then you have to repeat it again. But I think I will be fine, because most of the time when I do it, it's fine. I mean, because I use a level 6. If I had a level 1 on my head, then God help me. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna sit for 20 minutes! While I am sitting here, I'm just gonna read to you guys what it says on the box here. It says it does not change the color of your hair, which is your natural color that I just told you about. It leaves the hair conditioned with soft texture. I totally agree, because it doesn't make it look or feel like it's been bleached, okay? Because it's not a bleach. It says here that it does not contain bleach or ammonia, formaldehyde, or peroxide. Okay, so none of those are in here. So that's why it doesn't affect the natural color, which I'm excited about. But let me make sure I didn't leave anything out that I've done that the instruction says, because I'm all about following directions. I know some people don't follow directions, but it's very important to follow the directions, okay? So it says shampoo with clarifying shampoo and towel dry, which is what I did. Mix part 1 and part 2 color extractor together and put in a plastic bowl, which is what I did. Apply immediately to the hair, which is what I did. And it says saturate thoroughly, cover the plastic cap, which is what I did. Now I have to sit under the hooded dryer for 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go do that right now. Okay, so it did say to sit under a hooded dryer, but all I have is this little orbit thingy that spins around and heat up, and I must say that it smells a little interesting. It has, like, that little odor like a perm or rotten egg flavor, smell, thingy-majig, but you know, don't be scared, it works. Let me show you. I'm gonna open this up. It's only been 5 minutes, but look at that. It's already like removing those dyes on my ends, and you can see it did not affect the routage. Didn't touch the routage, but I'm gonna sit back under here and wait the full 20 minutes. So excited. Okay guys, so it's been 20 minutes since I sat under this thing. As you can see already, I'm just gonna bend my head down so you guys can see what it did. You can see it did not affect these parts, which are virgin. It did not affect, let me open this up here. It did not affect the routage, my regrowth. It didn't affect that. But look at what it did to all the parts that were colored. You can visually see that it lifted it to what appears to be, I guess it's level 7, orange. So at this point, I can continue to, like, let's say if I want to go platinum blonde, I could just put the lightener or bleach over the thing and not worry about the past oxidative dyes interfering or distorting because it's all been removed. Or if I want to put like a level 7 ash or 7N or 6N over this color, like a demi-permanent color, I could. All I have to know is that the parts that are virgin are going to contribute. So what do I want to do? So sometimes I might want to target this part with one color, and maybe I want to target this part with another color, or maybe if I want to put like red over my whole head, I could too, and it'll appear brighter because those old dyes have been stripped away. But as you can see, I'm going to shampoo it out now. Do you guys like it? It's pretty cool, huh? I love it. I can't wait to put the final color on. Oh my gosh! So it's still damp. I just clarify it, but it looks like a neon orange head. So I haven't done the 10 volume yet. I just grabbed this Matrix 10 volume that I have, put into this bowl. Let's see if it reverts. Okay, we don't know, but let's find out. Let's find out what happens if it reverts, and oh God, help me. Oh, I'm getting it splattered all over the place. I'm a mess. Typically I could just do this in a shower, in a shampoo bowl or whatever, but I really want to film this so you guys can see it. So if it does revert, you guys witness with your own eyes that it reverted back, which would be a nightmare. You know, we don't want that. I forgot to wear my gloves, so I hope this doesn't burn my fingers off. Hold on a second here. Let me apply all over just in case. Okay, let's see. I'm actually just gonna rub it in with my hands because I don't have my gloves with me. So, you know, let's just pray together. You guys pray with me. I don't think it's darkening, do you? I don't see it darkening. So it look like, you know, the Lord is by my side and everything is going okay. Okay, let me read the instructions again just to be safe. Actually, let me just do this just to make sure that 10 volume's all in there. Yes, I'm using my hands, I know. Don't judge me. I know I'm supposed to be wearing gloves, but, you know, forgive me for this. I'm trying to film and read instructions and do things simultaneously. There's only so much I can do, but at least you guys are witnessing. Okay, so let's see. Where am I? Step 5. Shampoo, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 10 volume. Okay, here it goes. Rinse the hair with 10 volume developer and allow it to remain in the hair for 20 seconds. Oh, I need to go rinse it now, huh? But let me look. Look, it looks okay, right? I don't see a reversion, do you? No. So I'm good. So now I could just rinse this out. So obviously I am good to go. So you guys witness it. It didn't go darker. So, you know, the Lord graced me with his presence, the hair god. Look at my roots or my regrowth. Didn't affect it, just the dye parts. I'm gonna go rinse now. Okay, so I just got done rinsing it and blow drying my hair. As you can see, it looks like I look like a clown. So I actually got this little ring that tells me, you know, what level I'm on when lifting. So I have to lift it to at least here, you know, like a level 8 gold. I want the gold so that way I don't have all that red in my hair. So according to this ring, when I put the swatch next to it, it kind of looks like I'm a combination of what appears to be, let me see, is this it? It looks like that's what I am. You see this ugly color? It says I'm a level 6 dark orange. In some parts it looks like a 5. So this is not what, so the color remover only, obviously the dyes I've used in the past only expose this much pigment. So the goal I want to get is a smoky ash color. So I have to remove this orange. So guess what, guys? I have to turn to a lightener, a bleach, and guess I have to do it. I don't want to, but I'm going to do it so I can at least remove the excess orange. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to go in and bleach this mess. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so I decided to put Lanza. This is the Lanza lightener that I've been using. This company is amazing. They have a lot of integrity, which I love, so I love buying their products. I am using 40 volume with that lightener. I just applied it kind of just, you know, mainly on the ends, just to remove as much, because that's really what I want to show off anyway in the photo shoot that I'm doing. But as you can see, the excess orange is starting to go away. And now just apply. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a few minutes until I start seeing more gold than orange, and then I'll proceed with my hair. Alright, so I just rinsed out the lightener from my hair. As you can see, it's a little bit brighter. So I'm gonna open that up, take a look at that. See, now it's bright enough. It looks like about a 7 orange. A while ago it was like a 6 dark orange. So that little bit of burst helps me get that color I want. Obviously, this has not been touched, so I'm just gonna go in probably with a level 6 with my usual tone right at the roots and around these areas, and then I'll dilute that formula into like a 7 or even maybe an 8 or something like that, and then run it through the ends here and let it sit for the full time. So I'm gonna do that now and get rid of this orange once and for all. Now keep in mind, the reason why I didn't lift it past orange is because if I'm going back in with ash and all the orange red stuff is gone, I'm gonna end up getting green brown hair, which is not cute. I like ash, but I don't like green hair. The reality of the situation is you still need a little bit of red in there, because you know the red mixes with the blue and the yellow, which is the primary colors, and you get the brown. But I want to lean towards more, you know, the bluer tone, but still have contributing pigments of the red or the existing orange in here, so I don't end up turning green, because then we'll end up doing another correction, which would not be cute. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to use my usual color, Schwarzkopf 6-32 metallic. Alright, so I finished applying this, and I actually filmed it, but for some reason I thought I pressed the button, so I don't know, we lost everything. So I apologize for that, but this is what's going on. I applied it to the roots first. I did use the Metallics 6-32. You know, that's my favorite. It's the matte ash color. So then on the ends, I had to dilute some of it. So I scored a few of this 9522. It's called pale blue, just to dilute it just a little bit, just so it doesn't get too dark or turn muddy. So we're processing it right now. So as you can see, I'll turn around here so you can see my messy but clean application. Now I did do this on myself, so take a look. So there we go. So I'm gonna process for 30 minutes and I'll show you the results after I'm done. Yay! Alright guys, so here is the finished result. I'm outside right now in the parking lot. So you can see it has a lot of texture. You can see the separation in my hair. And it actually has a silver metallic cast to it, really muted, which is what I want. And I know it sounds crazy to like remove all of those red tones just to put this in, but it only makes sense because you have to pull out those tones in order for it to look kind of metallic-y and smoky like this. It's hard to kind of see, so I'm gonna turn a little bit more into the light. There you go. Hopefully it'll focus in so you can see how light it really is. It's hard for the camera to focus, I don't know why. Ash color is one of those colors that's hard for the camera to pick up. But you can see it looks really cool, and this is exactly what I wanted. And okay, my clothes came off because I was trying to rinse my hair myself, and then I leaned down and all of a sudden all the color went all over my face and my clothes. So I had oh my gosh! Peter is back! Oh my gosh, but look, I mean, he has gotten a little warm, so we're gonna ashify him again. He grew out a little bit. He's a natural level 4, and he's gonna match my hair color. See that? We're gonna match. But
I can't wait.
Yours turned a little warm, so we're gonna refresh you.
Why?
Yes.
Why did it turn warm?
Because it faded. Because you probably what'd you use? What shampoo did you use? The one I gave you? Okay, here's the key point, guys. My hair looks smoky. It almost like has a silver metallic cast to it. You can see the texture, but it doesn't look too light to where it looks fake. And yes, I had to pre-lift my hair to erase all the red because I have more pigment. And then I used the same formula, 6-32 on Peter's hair. as you can see, it actually looks a lot lighter in person. I don't know why on camera it doesn't show up. But his actually look lighter than mine in person. But it's really strange how mine looks lighter. But even though it's a level 6, keep in mind, guys, this is an ash color, so level 6 looks more like a 5 because it's a blue tone.
Question.
He doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Okay, question.
What's your question?
So we have the same color, right? Okay. So what makes our color different? What kind of product are you using? Would it change the color based on different products?
You know, that's so true. Like I like to use matte clay. When you use like a matte clay product, it makes your hair appear even ashier, or even a dry shampoo product. If you're using like something that's very reflective, like a wax, it can make the hair appear greasy, or it brings out the brass that's in your hair. So we tend to, let me try and angle it right here. Look, so you can see the smoky cast. Look at that. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
You see
that's
that?
Nice.
Now we need to bring out yours. Maybe you need to sit over here in the light. Oh, look at that. Look at that color. Look at that. Okay, we need to bring yours in. I'm going to move yours around. Maybe we need to bring it up. See that? And it's strange because ash colors doesn't show up like the way we want them to. Oh, that's
3 plates, man.
This is a secret.
Plates.
He's my personal trainer. That's a secret, okay? We're going to walk. I'm going to walk him back to the car right now.
Because he's a gentleman.
Yes. Okay, let's I'm going to walk you back. Okay, come on, Peter. You're going to have to. Oh, look at that. Oh, dang. Yeah, well, you guys better click that subscribe button. Thumbs up. There's more. More. And follow us on Instagram, Twitter, what is there? Snapchat? Yeah, I'm working on this Snapchat thing. I'm so confused, and I have Vine, and you know, I didn't realize there how many crazy shit is on Vine. But we're trying. We're working. We're walking the street. And I hope you guys like this type of vlogging video because
this is real.
This is real shit. This is like reality
no
shit.
Edits here.
There's no edit.
One take. This is only one take.
One take. Okay, turn around. Show us your back. I love his back muscles. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. And his biceps are insane. I have a wimpy body compared to you, Peter. My body is wimpy compared to him.